Hey everybody, welcome to Math 1. This is our first lesson. So I just wanted to give a quick refresher on some of those things that we might have forgotten over the last few months, being off of standard math practice and school. So I have a couple equations here that I'm going to go through what to do and refresh you on how to substitute values in for variables. And then we'll go over order of operations as well. So on the next slide, you're going to see several cards that you need to sort, and they look like this. So it says evaluate, um, and then there's an expression, and then it says for, and then it gives us a value for that variable. So I'm going to get my pen right here, my pen tool, and we're going to write in blue because that's my favorite color. And so when it says evaluate and gives us an expression here, we have 7 plus 2. And then when it's right next to that y, it means multiplication. So 7 plus 2 times y. And then it says 4y equals 3. So all we do is we take this value right here and plug it in for y. So this becomes 7 plus 2 times 3. And then we're going to do the multiplication first. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then we're just doing 7 plus 6. So this expression, when we plug in 3 for y, becomes 13. And that's our answer. Okay, so I'll circle that. All right, we're going to go over this next one, which it looks like there's an exponent. So this becomes a little trickier. This is where I want to remind us of PEMDAS. So I'm going to get a different color for my pen here. So we're going to pick green just to work on this other problem. So it says evaluate this expression 4x plus x squared for x equals 1. Now we're going to do the same thing with this value. We're going to plug in 1 wherever we see x. So we have to plug it in over here and plug it in over here. But I just want to give us a reminder of our order of operations. So PEMDAS is a really helpful acronym. So PEMDAS. Okay? And if we remember what these stand for, it tells us what order to follow whenever we have an expression or an equation. So P is for parentheses. I don't have any of those here. E is an exponent, so I know I'm going to do this first. Okay, so I'm going to plug these values in and kind of go through it as we go through the acronym PEMDAS. So I have 4 times 1, which I plugged in for x, plus, oh, got some pen lag here. So I'm going to undo that. Well, we'll erase it here. Technology problems, am I right? Just getting used to this stuff. Okay, so we have 4 times 1, and then plus, and then we plug in 1 for x again. I'm going to put it in parentheses just so you remember that, hey, there was an x there as well, and then square that. Okay, well, remember, anything squared is going to be that number times itself. So 1 times 1 is just 1. Okay, so we took care of that exponent part, which was the e. The next thing I'm getting to is multiplication. Well, I see over here 4 times x. That's 4 times 1. So I do that part next. So I just get 4. The D is for division. So if there's any division here, we do that next. The A is for addition. Well, I have that here. So 4 plus 1 is 5. And then that's our final answer. But if there's any subtraction, do that next. Now remember, the tricky thing is multiplication and division. If there was both in there, we would just go left to right. And if there's addition and subtraction, we just go left to right as well. So those are kind of paired up in our PEMDAS acronym here. All right, so now it's your turn to go evaluate some expressions and sort cards to whatever expressions are equivalent on the next slide.